my name is Tim McGon, and I'm here to show you how I build my longboard. Now follow me into a magical world of woodwork and craftsmanship and precision, or as I like to call it, my dad's shop. Come on in. Okay, this is my dad's workshop. He shares it with some other people. It's pretty cool, and it's got a lot of machines, and it's really loud. And this is where I'm going to be doing most of my stuff when I'm not outside talking to you because it's so loud in here. Okay. What I've done here is I've taken this board, and I've taken these 1-inch blocks, and I've screwed one on this end and one on this end. They are approximately 40 inches apart, and on this other one I put one of these blocks somewhere around 25 inches from this end, and that would mean, what is it? It's 15 inches from this one. And what's going to happen is, I'm going to use this piece of cardboard as an example. Pretend this is the wood that I've glued together. I'm going to put this here, and this here, and apply pressure. It's going to force the wood to curve, and when it curves, it's gonna after I take it out of the press, it's gonna retain the curve, which is gonna give it flex and make it bouncy. So that's what the press does. Alright, what I'm gonna be using today is I've got a 1/4 inch thick birch plywood. I bought it at Home Depot for like $5. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to cut it into strips, and I'm going to glue each layer together with composite glue, which is called epoxy or epoxy or something. And then I'm going to put it in the press like I showed you earlier, and it's going to turn into a longboard. With William's help, I glued the boards together and I put it in the press, and it's been sitting here for about 3 days, and we're about to take it out. And you know, if we did everything right, the curve that you can see, well, zoom in and stuff, it should stay, which is what we're hoping for. So let's do that right now. So William cut it so that it is in a pintail shape, and we're just going to sand it later and then put fiberglass on it. Alright.
Chip off the old block.
Alright, the board's been sanded down, and I'm about ready to put fiberglass on it. So I'm just gonna wipe it off, and then I'm gonna. The process of fiberglass is you put the resin with the hardener in it on, you lay the cloth down, you smooth it out, and then you put another layer of resin on, and then it'll just harden it. Like it's pretty much plastic. Like people use it to repair boats and stuff. And then I'm just going to sand off the excess. Alright. Okay, the fiberglass is done hardening, and I just need to sand the excess off so that it'll be a nice smooth finish. And the reason I have all this clothing and mask and stuff on is because when you sand fiberglass, so little fiberglass particles like go into the air, and if they get in your skin, they itch. They get inside you, they can cause like sore throats and sometimes even like internal bleeding. So I'm just gonna take every precautionary measure.
Thanks, doctor.
Okay, you probably don't know what I was doing, so I'm about to explain it. The first thing I did was I made a base coat of fluorescent orange, and then from then on, I just took this Ajax lemon scented dish soap, and I just drizzled it on, and then I just spray painted another layer of paint over that, and then after 20-30 minutes, I wiped the dish soap off, and it's a cool like splatter stencil thing. And I just did that like 4 or 5 times. So now the only thing left to do is to varnish it and grip tape it and get some trucks and wheels on this baby. So I'll see you on the flippy flip. Alright, while you guys were gone on holiday break, I repainted my board because I didn't really like how it turned out the first time. I just did this with like, I just set up some stripes going, and I also drilled holes where the trucks will go. And the way I did that was this tape, 3 of this tape equals the distance between the holes on the truck, and I just put it down a whole ways, and then I measured some perpendicular lines, and then I just drilled the holes, and they're not great, but for our first try, I think they're pretty good. Okay, so right now my dad is using his software, which I have no idea how to use, to make a stencil for me of this panda thing, and you can't really tell what's going on right now, but it's gonna look really cool when it's done. And then it's gonna cut it out on this like machine, which he programs up here, and then this part moves around like whatever, and this part comes down, selects the right drill from this rack, this part comes down and cuts stuff out like you can see what he's been working on right now. It's pretty cool. Here's a side angle. Alright. as you can see, the stencil turned out awesome. And I'm just going to spray it on, and it's going to be really, really cool. And I'm psyched. Alright.
Feel tonight, you got to hold me tight. Gotta feel tonight. Nice.
Alright, I'm about to start clear coating the bottom, and you know, it's just going to take a couple coats. I'm just using this spray on stuff. Pretty simple process, and after that's done, all I have to do is assemble it. Alright, so this is going to be my logo type of sort. And I'm just going to cut this out of my grip tape, so when I lay it down, it'll just be sort of another stencil. So I'm about to do that.
Show me a signal, show me a sign. Show me a signal.
Alright, I decided I'm going to do some little stripes here on the kicktail, just for some added flair.
Me trying to get their attention was like a brick wall. I was ringing the bells from day, but they never heard. They saw me late like a missed call. Every other girl I meet is like he's cool. When I'm leaving the rave, I got a whip full. I got the whole rave giving me a signal. Signal, show me a signal. I'm a money double dog. I'm in the money when I'm talking the money, full of money, but it never jingle.
Let me get a good shot. The screw's coming on. Nuts. Nuts! Well, I'm done, and it's pretty cool, but, you know, first try, so obviously it's not as good as I would like. The trucks are a little crooked, and the grip tape job was actually not that bad, but, you know, a little shabby in some places. And put the camera like on the floor. Put the camera on the floor. You see it? Obviously 4 plies was way too much, because I don't know if you can see any, but I can't really feel any flex. And it's like really high off the ground, so it's sort of disconcerting. But all in all, not bad. So let's take this baby for a test ride. Oh man. Looks like it's time for snowboarding.